viewers, good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you in today's episode of our weekly magazine series, Youth Folio, our series which takes you on a visual trip across the Northeast. This is a region of amazing scenic beauty. We have tall mountains and deep rivers. We have vast green fields and brick monuments of different faiths. We also have superbly talented people. Music and sports run in the DNA of majority of people here. In the olden days, people wished for more entrepreneurial skills. Today's youth have wiped off that grouse, with many of them running successful businesses not only in the region but also in the other states. We show you all this and much more in our episode. First comes our current issues section. Manipur observes Patriots' Day with patriotism following Corona protocol. Massive response to call for plasma donation by healthcare workers in Guwahati. Gymnast Deepa Karmakar and others resume practice in Tripura. Assam Bodybuilding Association planning to hold Mr. Saraighat contest early next year. Indian Army invites applications from unmarried male candidates. Manipur observed Patriots' Day at Hicham Yaicham Part, Moirangkhom, where freedom fighter Veer Tikendrajit was cremated, Thangal General Temple Complex Palace Compound, Kangla Uttara and Veer Tikendrajit Park on the 13th of August like every year in the memory of the state's heroes who had sacrificed their lives in the Anglo-Manipur War of 1891. This year, even though the observation was on low-key, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh led others in paying floral tributes. A contingent of Manipur Rifles sounded the last post and offered gun salutes to the martyrs. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joy Kumar Singh and other dignitaries attended the function. The Chief Minister implored people to remember the sacrifices made by the freedom fighters. Meanwhile, the government has been urged by Members of Parliament Dr. R.K. Ranjan and Dr. Loro to develop the IB Centre located in Song Song Village, Senapati district, which is in dilapidated state at present, into a heritage monument. The ramshackle building is 123 years old and has a historical past, including being visited by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel when in Manipur. The Members of Parliament and security personnel took the occasion to distribute dry rations, masks, and other COVID-19 necessities to farmers and other needy people. In Assam, the government's campaign to collect blood plasma from recovered COVID-19 patients has witnessed huge response. Recently, at a plasma donation camp by healthcare providers held at Guwahati Medical College and Hospital or GMCH, over 300 people including doctors, nurses, lab technicians, ambulance drivers, ward boys, hospital sweepers, etc. got themselves registered, queued up and stood patiently waiting for their turns to donate blood plasma in a bid to save others from the clutches of COVID-19. These are people who were infected in the line of duty. These are people who showed that from patient care to plasma donation, the healthcare professionals never hesitate to sacrifice or serve. An estimated 1,200 healthcare professionals of Assam had been infected by coronavirus till the time of filing this report. Of them, after mandatory pre-investigation, over 300 people qualified to give their plasma. Assam is the second state after Delhi to start plasma therapy.
I was COVID-19 positive in the month of July and I was discharged on 19th July and after that I was quarantined for 7 days. After that I have joined my duties. Now I feel better and today I have come for plasma donation. Plasma donation is a good thing and it will help the for those who are severely symptomatic, it will help them to get them better, and it won't affect my health because it's just a fraction of water that is being taken from my blood. So it will be good for me also and other person who will be getting the plasma.
And it's very encouraging to see a tremendous response from Guwahati Medical College Hospital. So many of our healthcare providers who contracted COVID in the line of duty, they've recovered and they've again come back, to join in this noble campaign. So it's wonderful to see that this journey from patient care to again plasma donation, their sacrifice and service actually continues.
মই কোভিডৰ ৰোগীৰ সৈতে কৰ্মৰত এজন চিকিৎসক আৰু চিকিৎসাৰ সৈতে জড়িত থকাৰ পিছতে মই নিজেও এজন কোভিড ৰোগী হিচাপে ডিটেক্টেড হ'লোঁ। আজি মোৰ 21 দিন সম্পন্ন হৈছে। মই ইয়াত প্লাজমা ডোনেশ্যন কেম্পত আহিছোঁ প্লাজমা ডোনেট কৰিবলৈ। মোৰ মেইন উদ্দেশ্যটো হ'ল যে মোৰ এই প্লাজমা ডোনেশ্যনৰ পৰা দুজন ব্যক্তি সুস্থ হৈ যাব। দুজন অতিকে আক্ৰান্ত হোৱা ব্যক্তি কোভিড ৰোগী তেওঁলোকৰ জীৱনদান প্ৰাপ্ত হ'ব পাৰে। আৰু মই ৰাইজকো এইটোৱে আহ্বান জনাওঁ যে তেওঁলোকেও আগবাঢ়ি আহক। যিসকল সুস্থ হৈ গৈছে তেওঁলোকেও প্লাজমা ডোনেশ্যনৰ কাৰণে যাতে আগবাঢ়ি আহে। এজন ব্যক্তিৰ ডোনেশ্যনৰ পৰা দুজন ব্যক্তিক আমি সুস্থ কৰিব পাৰোঁ।
Later, the National Health Mission organized a grand ceremony at the GMCH auditorium wherein dignitaries including State Health Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma felicitated the healthcare workers who had donated their plasma. The state now plans to take plasma therapy to every district, and for this, donors are needed. Sports Coaching Center NSRCC in Agartala, Tripura is slowly catching up on its activities once again. Famous Olympian gymnast of the state, Deepa Karmakar and two other budding gymnasts were seen training under famed coach Dronacharya Award winner Bishweshwar Nandi in the facility here recently. Be it on the uneven bars or floor exercises, the gymnasts are slowly picking up. Earlier, on the just past Olympic Day, Deepa and coach Bishweshwar Nandi, who spent much of the day recollecting the past normal, had informed us that during the lockdown days, gymnasts, like most other sports people, had no choice but to practice at home and get online instructions from their coaches.
सच में बहुत ज़्यादा मैं खुशी और बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ क्योंकि आई थिंक 5.5 मंथ के बाद हम जिम में आए हैं आज, तो हम बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हैं और इतना एक्साइटेड। और पहले दिन पहले सेशन करके हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा। ऐसा तो लग रहा है कि कितने सालों के बाद जिम पे आए, बट हम ऑनलाइन फिटनेस कर रहे थे जिस कारण हमें इतना तकलीफ नहीं हुआ। हम पूरे कोशिश कर रहे हैं क्योंकि ये कोविड-19 की वजह से हमारी स्पोर्ट्स में बहुत ज़्यादा हम पीछे चले गए। जैसे आपको पता है जिम्नास्टिक ऐसा ही गेम है जहाँ पर अगर हम 1 वीक ट्रेनिंग नहीं करते तो बहुत पीछे चले जाते। तो अभी तो बहुत 5 मंथ के करीब होने जा रहे हैं।
In Assam, sports people and fitness enthusiasts expressed great joy at reopening of gyms and the prospects of competitions being organized in the months to come. At the Saraighat gym, our team met gym owner Bhava Jyoti Goswami, who is also the General Secretary of Assam Weightlifting Association and Assam Bodybuilders and Fitness Association, among other posts. The doyen of bodybuilding, who is also the founder of the famous Mr. Saraighat Bodybuilding Championship, which witnesses participation of bodybuilders from all over the country coming to Assam to take part in the competition, is optimistic that competitions would start by the year end and the Mr. Saraighat competition of this year, which had to be cancelled due to COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown, can be held early next year.
बॉडी बिल्डिंग में हम लोग का असम का अच्छा नाम है। जैसे हम लोग का अभी स्टेट मीट हो गया लास्ट ईयर, बट इस साल कंपटीशन के लिए मिस्टर इंडिया के लिए हम लोग का असम का टीम तैयारी हुआ था, जो ये मार्च महीना में था वो इंदौर में। लेकिन ड्यू टू कोविड-19 वो कंपटीशन कैंसिल हो गया। जो हम लोग का लड़का लोग प्रिपरेशन किया था सीनियर नेशनल बॉडी बिल्डिंग मिस्टर इंडिया के लिए, जो ऑफिशियल गेम है, ऑफिशियल रिकॉग्नाइज मिस्टर इंडिया कंपटीशन, तो ये ड्रॉप हो गया। ऊपर से हम लोग का जो असम का जो मेन कंपटीशन है, जो इंडिया का एक फेमस इंटरनेशनल फेमस कंपटीशन है मिस्टर सरायघाट, मिस्टर सरायघाट कंपटीशन इस बार 31st ईयर हो गया। 31st मिस्टर सरायघाट हम लोग को अप्रैल 4 को होना था, लेकिन कोरोना के लिए वो भी ड्रॉप हो गया। मतलब जितना भी लड़का लोग प्रिपेयर कर रहा था मिस्टर सरायघाट के लिए वो भी ड्रॉप हो गया। और हम सोचा है अगले साल हम जनवरी और फरवरी में 21 में करने के लिए सोच रहा है।
In an exclusive interview to Youthfolio, Bhabha Jyoti admitted that people are still apprehensive of coming to gyms due to fear of COVID-19.
जिम में हम लोग का 2 टाइप का बात है, एक है फिटनेस के लिए कोई आता है और एक प्लेयर। जो अभी जिम बंद होने के बाद जो फिटनेस के लिए आदमी लोग आया था उसका बहुत प्रॉब्लम हुआ। जैसे कोई भी शुगर पेशेंट हो, कोई प्रेशर का, कोई भी जो भी बीमारी हो, या तो कोई फैट लूज करना चाहता है, तो इसके थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हुआ है। और ऊपर से हम लोग का खिलाड़ी लोग जितना भी प्लेयर्स है उसका ये बहुत प्रॉब्लम हुआ। वेट लिफ्टर हो, बॉडी बिल्डर हो, पावर लिफ्टर हो, सबके लिए थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हुआ है ये लॉकडाउन के लिए। तो अभी जब खुला है, जैसे अभी हम लोग आज जिम खोल के बैठा है, सुबह से ओनली 3 मेंबर्स आया है। सो एक डर पैदा हो गया सबके अंदर, जो कोरोना की जो आतंक फैला हुआ है। तो इसलिए कोई भी डर भी रहा है जो जिम खुलने के बाद भी जिम में कैसे आएगा, क्या होगा, नहीं होगा, ये थोड़ा कन्फ्यूजन में है अभी।
Talking about bodybuilding, he takes the example of many who could kick addictions and bad habits by bodybuilding. He advises all to love one's body.
कोई भी ड्रग एडिक्ट हो, कोई भी नशा करने वाला हो, उसका अगर दिमाग में घुस गया जो हम ये गलत कर रहे हैं, हमको बॉडी को हम स्पॉइल कर रहा है अपना बॉडी को, तो उसको स्पॉइल नहीं करके, वो बॉडी एक मंदिर है, मस्जिद है, सब है, टेम्पल है एक। सो उसको हम कैसे बचा के रखेगा, ये अगर किसी का दिमाग में आ गया तो वो कभी भी गलत काम नहीं कर सकता है। और कभी भी ड्रग्स हो, कोई भी गुटखा हो या शराब हो, कोई भी हो, दूसरा खराब चीज़ नहीं करेगा कोई भी, जिसका अंदर में बॉडी के लिए प्यार हो।
Indian Army is inviting online applications from unmarried males between 16.5 to 19.5 years of age who have passed 10+2 with physics, chemistry and mathematics and aggregated at least 70% marks. There are 90 vacancies. The chosen candidates will go under training for a total of 5 years. After completion of 4 years, cadets will be granted permanent commission in the Army in the rank of lieutenant. For details regarding candidature, etc., log on to www.joinindianarmy.nic.in. The last date for applying is the 9th of September 2020. Mizoram is a picturesque state. Look anywhere and you see breathtaking natural bounty. But this picture-perfect scenario gets spoilt with landslides and bad communication links with rest of the country. New Rajya Sabha MP from Mizoram, K. Vanlal Vena, plans to take up these issues in Parliament and demand speedy redressal. Watch some excerpts of an interview.
Shri K. Vanlal Vena.
I, K. Vanlal Vena.
When K. Vanlal Vena from Mizoram walked in the hallowed chamber of Rajya Sabha to take oath as Member of Parliament on the 22nd of July recently, he upheld his Mizo identity and pride by wearing a Mizo jacket and carrying a traditional bag slinging on his shoulder. A National Core Committee member of the ruling Mizo National Front, Vanlal Vena later expressed his happiness at becoming an MP in an exclusive interview with Youthfolio.
I'm very, very happy. But as I am the newly elected, there are so many things to study, even English speaking, even Hindi. But as long as I am here, I will try to increase my speaking knowledge, my hearing knowledge, and I will also learn Hindi, spoken Hindi.
Air links to Delhi and most other parts of the country from Mizoram is a big problem faced by the state. At present, 3 airlines, including Air India, SpiceJet and Indigo, fly from and to the state's lone airport, Lengpui, but there is no direct flight to Delhi. Vanlal Vena intends to take this issue up in the parliament as soon as he gets a chance. He says even road travel from Mizoram to other states of the northeast is difficult.
When I was preparing to go down to Delhi to attend the oath-taking ceremony in the Parliament House, I was very, very busy about the air ticket because from Aizawl to Delhi, we have to land at Kolkata and then Kolkata to Delhi. But the government of West Bengal have been locked down flight from Kolkata to Delhi. So when I arrived Kolkata from Aizawl, from Aizawl to Kolkata, so from Kolkata to Guwahati and Guwahati to Delhi. So yeah, the route is like zigzag, no? So by train also, it is difficult. There is no train service. So even by road transport also, there are so many check gates.
The COVID pandemic has fortunately not flared up in Mizoram and is being handled well by the state's doctors, according to Vanlal Vena. However, in the present days, landslides have become a huge problem in the state, making it difficult to reach far-flung areas.
Throughout the state of Mizoram, every year, landslide in our state always disturb the people. Those are not trying to go into other states, but within our state.
Problems notwithstanding, the state is going for large-scale production of a new variety of tall bamboo. People with adequate land are being encouraged to take saplings of the new variety of bamboo from the many nurseries present in the state and grow the same. It must be mentioned here that Mizoram is one of the largest producers of bamboo in the country.
The government of Mizoram is calling new tender to supply bamboo tissue culture. They are calling open tender to supply. Because the natural bamboo in the northeast areas are small. These bamboo are small one. So the bigger and fruitful ones, we are trying to grow more.
New Rajya Sabha MP Vanlal Vena comes from an agricultural background. The father of 3 children, Vanlal Vena has been a student leader from the Mizo Zirlai Paul. He joined politics in 2002. The love of people of Mizoram for him was reflected in the warm welcome he received after he returned back from his oath-taking. As I told you in the beginning of the episode, youth of the Northeast are running successful businesses in other parts of the country as well. In our next segment, Enterprise, we shall show you how a restaurant owner from Nagaland is coping with the slump in the hospitality industry due to lockdown. The hospitality industry, from high-end 5-star hotels to mid-sized restaurants and even small eateries, who started restaurant Heritage Naga Food in 2017 to popularize her native cuisines in Delhi, is trying hard to adjust and adapt to this new normal. She keeps her restaurant sparkling clean and sanitizes every piece of furniture and cutlery despite the fact that customers are not coming. She reminisces about the increasing popularity of Naga food among Delhiites before the pandemic struck.
The summer in Delhi is good because the Naga food in Delhi is here the North Indian people, food is very new to them, so it's good, very good. The response is very good.
Rosila has bravely opened her restaurant and trying to make ends meet with minimal staff and catering to online and telephonic orders. Her cook whips up authentic Naga dishes while another employee packs and delivers the same.
Right now we are selling only this online takeaway and home delivery only. We follow all the government things, all the government rules and the safety of these things. We don't allow anyone to come inside the restaurant. We allow only the staffs. We allow only the staffs to come inside the restaurant. Otherwise, we don't allow any other people to come inside the restaurant.
Rosila intends to fight on waiting for orders to increase. She thanks her Delhiite landlords for reducing the rent of her restaurant, thus helping her to cope.
Since this pandemic is very new to all of us, so every new day we are facing the new challenges. So according to that, we're going to adapt these things. And we are very fortunate enough to that very kind that our landlord was very understanding. He waived the house rent of the month of April, and May, June and July, the 3 months he is charging only 50% to all of us attendants.
Well friends, we've reached the fag end of our allotted episode time now. Do check out the names of our contest winners of this week. For our contest section, we had asked you to write back about one achiever covered. Winners have written back about bodybuilder Borun Yumnam. The winners are Adrija Goswami from Guwahati, Assam, Joymala Rankhol from Agartala, Tripura, and Mekhya Gatso from Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh. Good job done there, winners. We shall recharge your mobile phones with Rs 500 each within a week's time. Viewers, do take part in our contest. The question which could win 3 of you mobile recharges of Rs 500 each is: which state's plasma donation program did we show in the episode? Rush your entries to youth_folio@yahoo.com or SMS or WhatsApp to 98101 29327. Don't forget to tune in to Youth Folio again next Saturday at 7:30 p.m. only on DD Assam. You could also check our earlier episodes on YouTube, and please also subscribe to our Vision channel on YouTube. See you all next Saturday. Until then, goodbye, take very good care of yourselves and protect yourselves from the virus at any cost.